when the producers asked us if we would think about doing the tour after Adam and I were back in the show on Broadway, one of the things we really wanted to make sure is that we had a really good group of people, and we are so lucky to have incredible people.
It's a rare opportunity to be able to come back and revisit a role that you helped create, so many years ago, and come back all these years later as a hopefully more seasoned performer, a more mature person, a more mature performer, and infuse that life experience back into this character.
I love the music, I love the story, I love Jonathan, and however I can continue to keep his legacy alive, I want to be a part of it.
I love the fact that this version of the show still is out there in the world. I'm thrilled with this company representing the show out there in the world.
Such a great group of people to work with. Adam and Anthony are so great, and then everybody who's here is just so generous, and the new people are excited, and so it's just a great combination.
It's quite amazing because, first of all, I've worked with so many of them, and then the new people put that new added spice into it.
Something that's so exciting, being the newbie, I guess you can call me, to be able to work with this amazing cast. They're so loving and warming, and I was a little nervous coming into it because I was like, gosh, like, what am I going to do working with them?
Anthony and Adam came for the little, stint in 2007, and that was crazy. I didn't expect that. And I did the show with, Joy Fatone, I did it with NSYNC, 98 Degrees, and the Spice Girls. And that was crazy. I can honestly say that was a lot of things, because every night was opening night. And there were people all, leaning over the balconies to, just screaming. I'm like, are you serious? I'm looking forward to that, because that was a lot of energy, and I love doing that. When people are into it, of course we're going to give 120%. So the more you scream, the more we're going to put out.
There's something about this show that really brings people together, really as a tight unit. Just like the show, everyone accepts each other for their differences and their similarities and their backgrounds and for everything. And it's usually a very creative group of people. And for me, it's always been one big party, one big great family. And I think the road's going to be the same way.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year?
These kids are out there, and they've been people who have made these trips to Broadway to see Rent, and now they're in their own hometowns and really psyched about the fact that the show now is going to come to them. And, I had a friend who called me wanting tickets for Saturday in Philadelphia, and it's already sold out. So, there's an audience out there, and, it really speaks to people.
America still loves Rent because it was a seminal moment in music theater. It represents a paradigm shift for what musicals are. Prior to its inception, the musical it's always been a fantastic form of American entertainment, but it had lost some of its appeal to a younger generation, and it was the thing that kicked that off. And we've been riding the wave literally for the past 12 years since.
It still has all of the power that it ever did. Yes, some of the circumstances of New York City have changed. Some of the circumstances of the time bomb nature of HIV illness have changed for some people. But the themes of asking yourself the question, what do you do with the time that you have, not knowing how much time you have, that's a question that can be asked of any person at any age, at any time, no matter what the circumstances are.
The show has given me so much that, this tour, in a way, I feel is partially a way to give back to Jonathan but also to the rest of the country, to people who never had the opportunity to see the show, much less the original cast. Hopefully now they'll get a really good taste of what that was like.
I remember when we were doing it in New York Theater Workshop, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. It's new and it's fresh, and it's talking about, the issues of today without preaching and, getting all crazy. It's entertaining, but it's got a lot of nitty-gritty to it. And the Great White Way ain't ready for this, and I'm very glad I was wrong.